That's how that's how the state of Rhode Island runs it. So,
and you're full bore until the holiday tournament.
Right, we play like 6 games before the holiday tournament, so it's going to come hot and heavy. We actually play 3-game week the second week of the season. So we'll play Narragansett on Friday night home, and then we play 2 home games and an away game. We go Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So we're going to have, in a blink of an eye, 4 games done.
Now
okay.
You brought up a good topic when we were talking prior to the show about the football players that you got being banged up. The cost of the state title now kind of falls on you. You bear the burden of it. Tell everyone a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean we got to get a few guys healthy. Danny Cummings is banged up. Landon Husero, the quarterback, he's a little banged up right now. And those guys, I'm hoping to get them healthy for Friday. Caleb Williams has been great at practice, but he's banged up. I mean, the effects of playing, the short amount of games, I'm 2 games in a short amount of time is what I should say. And he's been fine at practice, but you could tell. So, we start the season. We have 2 scrimmages next week. We have our first practice today. So today's a big one. I'm probably going to get him some rest on Monday night in the scrimmage that we play. And, really just kind of get a chance to see what we have with everybody. Yeah. So, that's a way for me to kind of see who's where, start figuring out a depth chart and things like that. Because, the guys are really working hard. And again, today's an important practice because we try to get everybody to buy in on what we're trying to do.
Who are your captains, Brent?
Well, it's a good question. We'd actually named captains yesterday. Braden Antoch has been a 3-year player, a senior. Caleb Williams from, you just covered football.
Yeah,
so Caleb Williams, Braden Antoch, and then Luigi Marchioni, who was also a captain for the soccer team. And again, talking to Carlos about Caleb, he's was a great leader during football, and I talk to Coach Ange obviously all the time. I mean, Luigi's been a great leader for the soccer team, and I told him I need the same qualities out of you. And Braden has been a really impressive guy because he's probably lost about 10, 15 pounds. He came into the best shape of his life, and he really wants it. And he just, his will to win is as great as of a kid I've ever coached. So, that's what we're looking at right now.
Physical too. He's a lot like his father played.
Yeah, Tony. Really yeah, no, Tony. Well, got my partner here, Greg Morano. We have both the same last names because his grandfather and my father were brothers. And so, yes, Brent, I wanted to ask you, you got the first game is Narragansett this coming Friday. Narragansett is no slouch. How's it looking?
They're probably. I mean, I know a little bit about them already. I know they're in a similar situation, actually a little worse. I think their best player that they have is out for the season.
Whoa!
He was a football player and he got injured, and that doesn't really mean anything. I mean, they're still going to be good. They have Aiden Clancy, who's an all-division player in Division II. So we will start to piece things together and start to get ready for those guys. The way our schedule works out is we have a flexible schedule, so we can play some Division II teams, and then we have our Division I schedule. But a lot of people think that they're as good a team, in the top, 5 teams for Division II. So we just have to be ready. Our mentality is game by game. And the mentality is that we're going to be tougher than everybody else, and we're going to out-rebound everybody else. I said, if we do those 2 things, everything else is going to fall into place.
Yeah, that's wow. Yeah, and you are in Division I. Let's make no bones about it. That's the big division. That's the tough division.
Oh, yeah, there's no days off.
Nope. No. Our schedule in Division I, we get a lot of big physical teams.
But you're playing Friday, home road.
It's home. We start home. We play the first couple games home, and we do play some Division II teams. But I mean, the one thing that we've talked about, and I said it to the guys, there's 17 teams in Division I. That means you're the top 17 teams in the state, and we just are embracing it. And we're just gonna we are determined that if we play our cards right and we do the things we need to do, that we could be a team that gets in the open tournament.
Wow, all right.
And that's it. I mean,
that mentality.
Yeah, no, it's the way we've talked about it this year, and we're going to talk about it in a little while with all the guys. And that's that's the mentality this year.
Wow. That's good.
Yeah. I've always questioned that the logic of putting the Bulldogs into Division I, only because we're a school with how many kids? I mean, it's
we're right now we're only over just over 600. We're probably the smallest or one of the smallest schools in Division I basketball. But that's the price, and it goes back to Coach Mike Gleason. That's the price of being a successful program for many years.
That's true.
When you are that good, you get elevated to Division I, and you know what? That's where we're at, and that's how we have to look at it. We're a Division I team. We need to have that mentality when we play any team that's Division II, Division III. And we have to elevate ourselves and practice like a Division I team, and that's what we have to do.
So what determines where you go isn't just population. It's there is a factor in your success.
Yeah, I mean, if you think of Westerly athletics, right. I mean, you have most of our teams are in Division II. A handful are in Division III. I think I think of the girls like soccer when they won their championship. Lacrosse, same kind of thing. But there's so what they use is a formula, and it's on a continuum of years, and then that formula is your win-loss percentage. It is your school size for gender. So like the boys teams, girls teams versus that kind of thing. We just had a championship for Division II boys. For football. I mean, you had a Division II championship for girls volleyball. And there are teams like the girls basketball team and the boys basketball team we're Division I. And there's only 3 divisions. Some of the divisions in Rhode Island have 4. And that's basically how it works. So, we're a result of our own success over years, and it was before I was there. And I've only taken over being a D3 coach. I mean, I'm sorry, a D1 coach, and that's just you play your schedule.
Yeah, and this is your 3rd year, right?
Correct.
Yeah, you've done a great job.
Unbelievable. Listen, I've got to get this in here because it's kind of anecdotal, but it's funny. Everybody knows Jim Capizano.
Yeah,
Jim Cap. All right. If Jim Capizano, do not tell him that you don't belong in Division I, or you shouldn't be playing in Division I because you're a small school. He's going to bring it up that all of the great teams that Westerly had in the 40s and the 50s and 60s. He's going to tell you that Westerly belongs where they are right now. A Division I team, and his teams embraced it. He wants us to embrace it and not bring up the fact that we got a small school or whatever. We are what we are, and we got to make the most of it.
Yeah. And
all right, Jim. Did I say that right?
And Jim, we had the honor of bringing him into a team dinner once last year, and he made some great observations on how our kids conducted themselves. So, we just got through the whole football season and seeing the old timers talk about different things, and see a lot of names from the past, the '85 team and everything like that. Yeah. But Mr. Cap is great when he comes and talks to our guys. My dad and John Lalo and him were at a couple games this year, so it's always fun to see him there. And that's part of it. And having the past guys come. And actually, just want to, before I go, our coaching staff. It's myself. It's Coach Jeremy Emard, and then we brought on Byron Dunn, former player. We also have Jackson Ogle, former player, and we have a new volunteer coach this year, Barakat Jeanette, a former player. So I'm honored to be a part of it. We have some of the past guys, being able to come watch our games, and then having some of our former players be coaches. To me, is how you build a program and how you continue it and things like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So you got to take off for practice?
I got a couple minutes. I'm gonna shoot over there. Luckily, I could roll down the hill and get to Westerly High School.
Yeah. What do you want to ask him about? You're gonna do some of the games.
Oh, I'm doing some. Angelo unfortunately couldn't come in today because his one of his children play soccer, and he's the president of the soccer league as well. He's a busy man in sports of Westerly, but he'll be doing a bulk of both boys and girls.
Right.
Games. They loved them last year, so he'll definitely be back. These two will be on the show pretty much every week going forward.
Yeah.
So we want to really thank you for coming in. Is Maurice done going? I was just popped in my head.
Yeah, we graduated. Maurice graduated. So I'll mention.
Right. Yeah. Give us some.
Yeah, I'll mention the seniors that'll be back. We have the 3 seniors that are the captains that I mentioned earlier. Sam Orgiri was injured a lot last year, but he was a junior, played a little JV, and was on the varsity bench. Came in, had a great week. Anthony Rodriguez is back with us, so as a senior. And then we have some juniors that are back. Farris is back. And then we have some new guys to varsity. Charles Priel, Karan Salmon. We have I'm trying to think. We have a freshman that'll be varsity this year, Mikey Joyce, Holden Reed, sophomore. And then we have some.
Who was the freshman this varsity?
Mikey Joyce.
Oh, all right, yeah.
And then there's our junior class is really athletic. There's quite a few junior guys that are going to be competing for time. And
it's a good problem to have.
And again, our roster is a fluid roster, and you can see different names coming through. So I'm excited. And when we have the team meeting, that's a big thing. Today's a big deal. We talk about what our goals are going to be, what the standard that we're going to set, and we go from there.
Yeah. I think the school, the population, the citizens of Westerly are looking forward to this year.
Yeah. And I forgot 2 guys, but they've been injured. Is Landon and Danny.
Yeah.
Those guys, like I said, football guys have been pretty banged up. And I'm hoping that they will be ready to go Friday, but I don't know. So that's a big if.
So today's, you said, is your first official practice?
Technically, yes, because we do 5 days of tryouts at Westerly, and we had to come up with a final roster today. Last night. So we have until Friday night to get that done, and now today is your official team practice.
Nice.
Really, that's a little bit different. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited about the upcoming basketball season. You got the between now and the community credit union tournament, which is Christmas tournament. You got any league games in it?
6 games.
That's 5-6 games
after. Yeah, so everything's a league game. So with the RPI system, we've made everything a league game, with the exception of the finals for the holiday tournament or whatever. That second game, you don't know who your opponent is, and that our goal is to be in the finals. Yeah. We do play Charahoe in the first round.
What game is that? The first or the second?
The first game. Yeah, we
Charahoe.
Yeah, we played Charahoe, because then the winner goes to the finals. That's how that works.
So that's why why you don't know about the points. Okay, that's good. That's exciting. It's always a big game, right?
Yeah, it'll be a big game. It should be a very fun atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's.
I have a feeling you're going to have a lot of full houses throughout the season this year. Doing a game, I'm going to be there in the stand.
Yeah, we'll have good crowds. I know, and this is a good thing that 3-2-1 is there, because it does keep some people home. But I think we have more eyes on the product. This is able to showcase the kids. So, you know, I'm all for it. But I'm going to run because I got to go.
All right.
Luckily, I'm going right down the hill.
Brent
Give me your
Fazaro. Wow. Woohoo!
Thank you,
guys.
All right. Good job.
This is
Brent.
green.
All right. See
This
you.
is supposed to be blue, right? This mic was off the whole time. The green's off, right? Blue's on. Your mic blue? Oh, okay. It's supposed to be blue. I know that for a fact.
Mine's blue now. I know.
Yeah, I know. They were
It
on.
was green. It was green.
Text Ben is here for live. We're going to go off the commercial real quick, folks.
Yeah, we'll
kind of-
go ahead. Yeah, we could take it. With Greg Moran, he's very familiar with the system here. I'm a little like a newcomer, but
I think green tells you that it was charged when it got taken out. But I mean, I could be totally live right now, looking like a fool.
Yeah, the mics are working.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Okay,
all
perfect.
right. Well, that's good.
Do we have a commercial we want to go to?
I have no clue.
Can you go to one?
Yeah.
All right. And we'll get our ducks in order here.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to the basketball season.
Yeah, absolutely. Girls, too.
You
It's
got
gonna be
some
fun.
good athletes coming through,
Yeah.
including the football players. You know, Caleb Williams.
I'm excited because I'm actually able to go watch a lot of their games. I know Angie's going to be doing a lot. He had fun with it last year and stuff. So, and then the spring, I love all the spring sports a lot. I love it. Believe it or not, I mean, baseball and softball are my favorites, and I love lacrosse as well. I'm learning more and more about girls lacrosse. It's the most confusing sport on the planet.
Yeah, I've been trying to get my head wrapped around it.
Are you looking for a fresh cut in Westerly? Step into Rios Barbershop in Granite Plaza. Whether it's a classic trim or a trendy new look, we've got you covered. Experience the perfect cut for every age and style in a friendly and relaxed atmosphere. At Rios, it's not just a haircut, it's an experience. Visit Rios Barbershop in the Granite Plaza in Westerly or give us a call to schedule your appointment at 401-315-2208. Your style, our craft, Rios Barbershop.
Who are we? We are the Bulldogs. Bulldogs for life. Bulldogs for life. Who are we? We are the Bulldogs. Bulldogs for life.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. In this challenging insurance environment, Lathrop Insurance can be your beacon in the storm to help you find the coverage you need at the right price. Now, more than ever, you need a partner in the insurance industry that can work with multiple carriers to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Lathrop Insurance carries home, auto, and business insurance and can be reached at 401-596-2525. We've been supporting the local community since 1939, and we look forward to working with you.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Sports Talk with the voice Greg Moreno and Sal Moreno.
Yeah, we
We
are
live
on.
from Rios Barbershop, as I
Yeah.
said earlier. And I didn't mention though, Carlos, the owner of the shop, is over there cutting hair right now, but he's also one of the coaches on the state championship football team. So we congratulated him earlier, had a nice conversation. We wanted to thank Brent for coming in, and we'll have a lot more of Angelosi, as I said earlier. He's going to be announcing a lot of their boys and girls games, and is a huge part of sports here in Westerly at every level. The reason he can't be here today is because he's president of youth soccer as well, and his children have games. So that being said, basketball is in full swing. Tryouts are over, and their first practices are today. First games are at the end of the week. So stay tuned, and that season will get going.
Boy, I'll tell you, Greg, that it's amazing how fast time goes by. It just seems like it was just yesterday that we were just biting our nails over football, and now we are here. We are in basketball, and Westerly, used to be years and years ago. Used to be a diehard basketball town. Up until now, I'll tell you when it became. It became switched over from a basketball town to a football town back in the early to mid '60s when a guy named Sal Algieri came on board, and at that point, with the DiMaggios and the Baratos and the Kevin Walls and the Conturises and the Moranos and all the guys got together and said, "Look, we're not going to play second fiddle anymore. We're all football players. We're going to make this a football-oriented town." You know, not that it was any big deal, but it did happen back in the mid '60s. I happen to be part of that deal, and now we got. But I don't want to belittle the basketball sense of what is going on, or what was going on in the mid '60s, and we're here now. We're in the basketball part of the season, which I love and you love.
Oh, I love all the seasons.
And Angelo does a lot of the games. There'll be the credit union tournament. That's big, you know, huge crowds.
A lot of fun. I've heard about the Algieri era. My father won back-to-back state championships with Coach Algieri. So,
yeah, that was really great.
Early '70s.
You know, Coach Algieri was determined that he was going to be make Westerly a winning town when it came to football. And a lot of people don't realize how that happened, but it happened in the mid '60s. You know, we played teams like South Kingstown, and South Kingstown had great athletes back in those days. And they not only did they have great athletes in football, but they had great athletes in basketball. And they had 3 all-state players in basketball and 1 all-state player in football named Billy Hazard. Billy Hazard was a South Kingston Rebel who was all-stater for 2 years, and they had these guys. They had a guy named Ray Johnson. Ray was a 6'7" basketball player who went to Providence College, and we'll make that segue. Went to Providence College and was the captain of the team in 60. I want to say 66 or 60, 67, 68. And Providence played a team. The name of the team was UCLA, if I'm not mistaken. And they tried their best, but UCLA was just way too much for them. But anyway, getting back to how it became a football town, Coach Algieri willed it to happen, and then in the '70s, with that team, which was fantastic, that was a '73 team that a lot of great football players. They had a dinner, and it's kind of like what they did with an '85 team, honoring the mid '70s team. We've yet to honor the 65 and 66 teams, but that's going to happen. I know it is. So we kind of shifted, but I don't want to say it became a basketball team or a football team. I just want to say that the football team and the basketball teams became equal. No more just basketball teams or whatever. So we kind of slew that. But now my point is now we're into basketball. Okay. You got 6 games before the tournament, the credit union tournament. Got 6 games. Westerly Bulldogs, they got good players. And I loved Brett Fazzaro's. I loved his attitude.
He's great with the guys, man.
You know?
All of these coaches are now. Coach Luzzy, Coach Reyes, Coach Pizzato in both sports. What a job he's done. I'm going to still invite him down again. He's a year-round guest. I meant to invite him today, and he would have definitely popped in, and I never sent the text by accident. But that being said, I do want to get a quick interview with Carlos. That's a pretty good idea, right?
I think Carlos, yeah. Carlos, yeah, you go over. We'll go over there. All right.
Oh, is that easier?
Because he's working on something.
Yeah,
right
so
now.
we'll go over.
All right.
Hey, Carlos, can we give you a quick interview while you cut?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Or just wait on the
Camera, you got
camera?
the camera over there? No.
As soon as we get the video on, we'll be good.
Yeah, that's it.
We're good. So we are live with Carlos Rios, coach for the state championship football team. How's it feel, coach?
Good. Oh my God, it's amazing. Are you kidding me? With the amount of things that we dealt with as a coaching staff and players, just guys getting hurt, and guys just not able to play because of injury. It's been huge because a lot of teams counted us out. They thought we were done. We moved guys around, put them in different positions that didn't play the 4 years that they were here. We had guys that didn't play football at all that stepped up. Tristan Toronto, Kobe Champlin. When Kobe first started out, week 1, he was like a raw guy. He'd get through, and then he was like, now what? By week 4, he was getting through. He was finding the ball. He was locating the ball. And he was destroying it. So, I mean, kudos to those guys, because if we didn't have those guys come out this year, especially in hindsight with all the injuries we had, we probably wouldn't have
That's what I'm saying.
we probably wouldn't. I mean, we lost 5 guys in 3 weeks with ACL tears, season-ending injuries. I mean, that's nuts. That's unheard of. But kudos to our boys. They fought through the adversity, and they went to different positions. We did it. So,
What was your coaching position?
so I do defensive line with Mike Contrary, and wide receivers with Jordan Husserl.
Yeah.
So that's my thing.
I love defensive line. That's the heart of your team right there.
That's right. And so I joined Mike 2 years ago on the defensive line staff. Before that, I was doing safeties and quarterbacks. But I like the violence. So I want to be with the big boys. I tell them, like, you guys can do. No one's gonna be able to handle us.
And we know firsthand what it feels like. Not only are you a coach now, he was the quarterback of the 1991 state champion Bulldogs.
Oh no, that was Angel Farrar. I was on the team. We did not. We won that year, and then after that, Tucker Turner was over. Coach Brandon retired. And it started out great. The thing kind of went backwards. So we had a couple of seasons, but I was part of the 91 championship team.
That was big. Coach Moreno.
So this one feel a little different.
I probably enjoyed this one a little bit more, I guess, because being enjoyed this more, right? You smell the roses now, So back then, I didn't realize how important that was until now. Like I'm almost 350, and I can remember the Super Bowl like it was yesterday. I can remember Turkey in '93.
Unbelievable.
So I remember plays that happened. And you would think that they happened yesterday, but 30 plus years ago.
But I want to bring this up because Coach Rios and Mike Contrary, Coach Contrary, and don't overlook the fact that this champion kid, because I was on the sideline 1 or 2 games. Let me stay on the sideline. I like it better. Believe me. But I saw what they did. With a Champlin boy and how much he's a big guy. He's about 6'3".
I couldn't imagine for 4 years. Sorry, Sal.
No, I'm with you. Yeah.
Oh my God, what a player he would have been. Because he's massive, and you know what? There's one thing you can't teach: is being aggressive and violent. Kobe has it. Kobe has the violence in him. And I grab him before every game and I said, I want you to be extremely violent tonight. And the smile that would come up on his face. And that's the only time that I want you to be violent. When you get off this field, you need to be a gentleman. But on this field, I need you to be an animal. And he did very well with that.
The beauty of the sport that no other sport can have.
Now tell us about this barbershop here. Do you take people calling in?
Oh, yeah, we take walk-ins, we do walk-ins and appointments.
And appointments, right?
We do both. I mean, because some people, they like the convenience of having an appointment. Some people don't like an appointment. They just want to walk in. I got my haircut. And we got 3 barbers here, so we get you in. We accommodate everybody.
You got 3 barbers. 3 barbers here.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
This is my spot. I was there yesterday.
I've been doing this for 28 years. Probably be at another one.
All right. You guys listen. Rios Barbershop right here in Greenwich Street Plaza. Come on, man. Oh, fantastic.
Next year, I mean, I'm not sure. You still have banquets and celebrations to celebrate this year. But
Yes.
next year, you guys should be new couch.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we get some kids that'll step up, from this year's team to next year. I know I've been going down to Pee-wee games and watching seniors all year, and then guys see who's who down there.
Yeah, you got some guys coming up.
And so, yeah, we got some talent.
Yeah.
A lot of numbers.
Honestly, we're looking good for the next quite a few years. Talent-wise, as long as everybody sticks with it. I mean, we start weightlifting in another week. We don't take time. This is what a lot of people don't see.
Yeah, to be good.
You have football's year round. We want to be good. We want to compete. We have to be at it year round.
Like
weightlifting, running, all of it. And that's where we're at now. And I think that showed in this year's team.
Yeah, man, you were playing Division I football, I believe.
Oh, without a doubt.
I think I feel that if we had all our players, of course, we could beat any Division I.
I agree.
If we play our game, I think we could beat any Division I team.
No problem. All right.
No problem.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Make sure you guys help us out going to coffee over there.
You got donuts?
Yeah, they're right over there, Sal, right behind you.
You're right.
Yeah.
We're wrapping up shortly anyway. We really have nobody else.
Well, that's okay. We'll talk a little bit about the PC game.
You got a PC game?
PC game.
You can bring that in.
No, noontime. Yeah.
Now, we'll go on a quick break while we adjust our location.
Yeah, we'll be fine. What time is it?
I have no idea.
Yeah. All right.
Don't know what that is.
We live. We live.
I got you. Oh, you were on the grid. Your head, look at going out. Look up. The wall around.
I'm not eating breakfast.
There you go. Better than Lee's donut. I'll be taking one with me.
Hell yeah, those just came out.
Are you looking for a fresh cut in Westerly? Step into Rios Barbershop in Granite Plaza. Whether it's a classic trim or a trendy new look, we've got you covered. Experience the perfect cut for every age and style in a friendly and relaxed atmosphere. At Rios, it's not just a haircut, it's an experience. Visit Rios Barbershop in the Granite Plaza in Westerly or give us a call to schedule your appointment at 401-315-2208. Your style, our craft, Rios Barbershop.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. In this challenging insurance environment, Lathrop Insurance can be your beacon in the storm to help you find the coverage you need at the right price. Now, more than ever, you need a partner in the insurance industry that can work with multiple carriers to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Lathrop Insurance carries home, auto, and business insurance and can be reached at 401-596-2525. We've been supporting the local community since 1939, and we look forward to working with you.
But don't if you can't make it, you can get them on television, and it's a big rivalry. And this year, I think it's an even bigger rivalry because PC is they get a little cocky. The Providence College fans and the team. They think that URI doesn't belong playing with them. I beg to differ. If you look at the records,
Where do they stand now?
Well, I think I left my my newspaper at home because I got stuck on that ice, so I had to pick myself up. But anyway, URI's I think yes, two, and they've got like six or seven wins. Providence has not started off that great. They've got some losses that they incurred out west when they had that tournament. It just finished, so their record is not as good right now as the University of Rhode Island Rams, and the Rams are ready to go. And this is how I look at mean, I'm
know what I mean?
superstitious.
So
I feel that Providence College, the Dunkin' Donut Center or whatever that you want to call it, the insurance, it's not the Dunk
No,
anymore.
it's not the Dunk anymore.
It's not the Dunk anymore, but after the name is after the insurance company that. Please God, that's the name of this the new center. But anyway, starts at noontime, and there's going to be some tense moments because the Friar fans are like the sixth man. They're tough to beat. Now, you said you're a Red Sox fan, right?
I am, sure.
Okay, so I feel that the Civic Center or whatever, that is like I call it the Fenway Park of college basketball. I feel it. The Red Sox pick up about 15 or 20 wins because of Fenway. And I feel that the Providence College Friars pick up 10, 15 wins because of the the Dunkin' Donut, former Dunkin' Donut Center.
I tried to pull it up, but I researched coffee somewhere. Real donuts just kept popping up.
All right, we'll get it. But anyway, it's
in the meantime, while you're looking for it, folks, we couldn't have brought you to the show without our cameraman, Reed Hurley. I didn't mention him earlier. I apologize, but he is the man behind the camera. Pretty much whenever you see me,
Providence College,
and he does a fantastic job.
Home court. Yeah, we got to get your name. What's
Reed Hurley.
Reed Early?
Hurley.
Hurley. Okay. All right. We'll get it in a second. Amica Mutual.
There you go.
Amica Mutual. It's the Amica Mutual Center. And
it really rings a bell.
Providence they get about 10 points, or at least 10 points out of that arena.
So the name is the Amica.
The AMP.
All right.
They call it the AMP.
They did that. That's better. That's not a catchy name.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
The AMP's pretty good though. I like that.
Yeah, AMP, Amica Mutual Pavilion.
there's so many of them out there, bro.
Collaborates with the city on the My Home Court project. So you formally now they've got Amica Mutual Pavilion, Dunkin' Donuts Center, the primary arena for Providence College men's basketball. Now the women that's the women's basketball team. That's not their home court. They play over at the smaller court over on the campus.
But the Friars play on campus as well sometimes, don't they?
No.
They always
Friars,
play it.
no, they don't. All their games are most of 99% of them are
At the arena.
yeah, they're at the arena. If they don't, if they play the game over at not Foxwoods, the other
Mohegan.
thing. They play games at Mohegan.
Oh,
Yeah, they do stuff like that, and they're not as good when they're. Let me put it this way. I'll put it kindly. They're not as good when they play away from home, and that's a big plus for them.
And that's where they're playing today, home.
They're playing at home against the URI Rams, and I listen. My brother Frankie and I, Frank Moreno, deceased. When we were kids, we used to play. We used to scoff. We were big Providence College fans. Big Providence. We'd check out we'd have the box scores there, and we'd do it. Because back in those days we had a tough time. We were just kids. Had a tough time getting rides up to the old Alumni Hall. That's the venue you're trying to think of that they used to play. And they used to play at the old Alumni Hall. The girls still play there, by the way. I don't know if the people maybe they might want to reach us, but if you see us on, just tell us that you've been listening to the 321 Media, and you don't agree with me that the Providence College has a big advantage. But I get into and my team basically is URI Rams, and then my second team is the Providence College Friars. Okay,
Oh, wow.
how you know, but I'm not as crazy about the Friars as I am the Rams. I mean, I graduated from URI in 1970, and then I got lucky, and job opened up. I was working at electric boat in the purchasing department. I was a purchasing guy, and then a job opened up at URI, and I ended up getting a job at URI. That was great. I stayed there for about 5 or 6 years as the purchasing director. That was great. You should whenever you see me, you should ask me why I left there to go back to electric boat. So I have rocks in my head for doing that. But when you work there and you become a URI fan.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I'm a URI fan.
Even though I graduated from there too.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I graduated from URI, but I became an even more URI fan when I worked there.
I've come to find out that when I was younger, I think I was a front runner. All the colors are similar. A lot of people say when you're younger, your team's chosen by color, but my teams were formed in the late 80s, early 90s, and believe it or not, I'm a running Rebel fan. I'm a UNLV fan. I loved Tarkanian and all that, and in football, I'm a Nebraska fan. They're Tommy Frazier in the early 90s, back-to-back, and in the NFL,
I remember that.
I'm a Niner fan in the late 80s, early 90s, all through the rivalry with the Cowboys and everything. So, yeah, I'm not that way anymore because I've stuck with all of those teams, but and there hasn't been a lot of recent success. But that being said, yeah, I did come to that self-awareness.
Yeah.
That being said?
Yeah, that being said, the URI Rams are playing the Providence College Friars, and they'll be screaming and yelling, name calling. It's basically a real big rivalry, probably bigger, one of the biggest rivalries in the country, and they don't really. The media doesn't really honor them as being the Friars.
Yeah.
They got some good players, and it's going to be a good year, I think. But they don't look that good right now. I got to say they got some problems. They got to straighten things out. The URI Rams, they get players. Now's the time to show people that you're a good team. That Mr. Miller deserves all that money that they're giving him. That being said, the Rams always seem to recruit well, but then it doesn't come together. So they've got to put it together. My buddy Steve Caffone, there's a bunch of guys, a lot of guys that got season tickets, and every once in a while they honor me with going to a game. I told Steve, there's no night games for me, Steve. But anyway, that being said, let's see what happens today. Let's see if they can put it together.
If you're not doing anything today, it looks a little crummy out anyway. Tune into the Rhodey Rams versus BC Friars.
Rhodey Rams.
And with that, we'll probably wrap things up here.
You want to wrap things up?
I think it's a ton of time. It's been a good show. And we want to thank Carlos for having us. I want to thank Reed for filming us. We had Ben Barber producing in the background from remotely. And we are 321 Media. This is Sports Talk. Stay tuned for a new sports show that's going to be launching in, I don't know, about a week or so. Maybe we'll figure that out. But the voice cast. And so I'll be a part of that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a lot of fun. So lots going on now.
Shout out to Carlos Rios. Woohoo!
Yes, sir.
Yeah, shout out. Thank you.
And we'll end things with that, folks. See you soon.